Hello everyone, welcome to BIM Modeler channels. This is Raj for BIM Modeler, and in this tutorial we will be able to learn how to create a Revit pipe cap family. So we are going to discuss a series of pipe fitting families. On those series of pipe fitting families, this will be the basic family as pipe cap. We also discussed about how to create a lookup table for pipe fitting, or you can use the lookup table for any other families we have discussed earlier. You must watch that before continuing this tutorial. And from that, let's start the tutorials. If you're not subscribed to the BIM model channels, you can subscribe to the BIM model channels. We are continuing with a lot of tutorials, series of tutorials we are going to create. So if you are interested, just like and share with your learning friends so that let them others also learn. So in this tutorials I have discussed earlier, like lookup tables. We have created a Phenolux lookup tables. We have created a Phenolux tables which is schedule 80. We have taken all the elements such as, say for example, Phenolux pipe sizes. Have taken all the pipe sizes. I have taken only the schedule 80 size pipe sizes and their fitting sizes, each one by one: end cap, reducer, elbow, T-cross, coupler. So all these families I have taken the schedules, the tables which is taken from this website. I have already taken. So from that table I'm going to create a lookup table which was discussed earlier, how to create a lookup table. So I have done for this tutorial I have done a lookup table like this. So you have to create your own lookup table as per your requirement table which is given, or which is you are trying to create it. So make sure that you have a lookup table which is named like this. From this, let's start a fresh family. It is called file new family. As I mentioned earlier, I used to mention it in every other parametric families. You have to make sure that you have a template. You have to look for a template. If it is a pipe fittings, you can check for the pipe fittings that fittings are available, and pipe profile families templates are available. Plumbing fixtures, you could not see it, so you can just simply take metric generic model template, open. So I'm going very slow to understand how it works clearly. And let me save this family to your project location. So this will be our project location. The pipe cap, Pino Lex pipe cap. Let me mark M in the front to understand it is metric, and backup will be 1. So always the first thing is that 1, you have to change this generic model category that into a pipe fitting category. And the second thing, very important thing, is you have to change this pipe type category to a cap. So since we are doing it as cap, so let's change this as cap. Once you have done, it is done. Control S, save the family, and let's start. Make sure that you have a work plane which is defined as origin. So you have an origin in this place, and it is pinned, it will not move. So we can start. We're going to discuss all the details like creating a parameter, constraining it, and how to create a connector, assigning parameters. We're going to discuss all the things. And if you need any clarification other than that, you can leave your comment below to understand what it is. So let me create a new reference plane for our cap in this place, or if you need it as small as possible, you can create it over in this place. So this will be our parameter. You can see the images in our presentation. So it is height. We need one center axis which is already available. The other one which is for SD, the distance here, the other one will be for our height value. So two reference plane I am creating it, and for the side you can have one in the other side in the top and bottom. And I'm not going to create a W parameter. I will have the parameter value, but I am not going to create a thickness of the pipe cap. So it is going to be a solid model, so not much bigger. So you can create as per your requirement. This is going to be a simple solid model. So this is for our height. So we can create our another two reference plane over in this place and over to this place. You can create a equal dimensions like this to the each side, or otherwise you can keep both the side dimension and you can assign the radius. And I need it is going to be height, and this value it is going to be SD. Okay, so let's say, so we have created a constraint nearly. We need a parameters. So to understand the parameters, I'm going to create a couple of parameters which is already discussed in our lookup table, some of them. So first thing is that lookup table name. So the lookup table name going to be as common and string. It is a string actually. So it is a text. So you have to select it as text and the lookup table name, and it is going to be as type, and you can say okay. So if you are applying that into a formula, so you can change that into a instance also if you need it, and you can change their group to other to differentiate where it was, and it's going to be our table name. So before that you import the table where it was. So it is our project location. So copy this name and click open, and the lookup table will be added in this place. And whenever you update a lookup table, you have to re-import it again, don't forget that, and paste the name, copied name over in this place. And the formula column, it is left blank. Let's start one by one. So we must need a nominal diameter parameter, so which is called nominal diameter. So we say we can keep as per your requirement like nominal diameter or nominal radius, but it must be under piping pipe size. Make sure that it is a pipe size, not usual length. It is very much important. We're going to assign, and the value going to change instance based. So let's change this as instance. Okay, and let's create the other one, nominal radius, and this will be pipe instance. Okay, and the other parameters such as we need fitting outside diameter, fitting inside diameter, and fitting height, fitting SD value. So we can define it one by one. Fitting outside diameter and piping pipe size instance. Let me copy this. Okay, we need radius also. Piping instance. Okay, inside diameter and piping pipe size. And we need the we don't need the inside radius. We are not going to assign any parameters to the constraining purpose. Let it be as only inside diameter, not the radius. And you can change this. It will be fitting height and pipe size instance. Okay, fitting SD value, and this will be pipe size instance. Okay, so I'm hoping that everything this is it. We don't need any other parameters. We can assign this value, such as for example nominal diameter will be control copy, and the paste will be divided by 2. In radius will be divided by 2. So we have a simple formula. The other formulas will be look like this one. So before understanding these formulas, you have to be very clear that what is the parameters that we have, the columns that we have. So the nominal diameter, and FOD for fitting outside diameter, FID for inside diameter, I for height, and ST for the value. And you see that this will be the formula. This is going to be the size lookup function, and we have discussed in detail in the previous tutorial of lookup table, and you can go through all the details and you can start with that. And let's from that let me copy this value, and to find outside diameter, and you will be able to fitting outside diameter. You can paste it over in this place, and you see that the value which is assigned automatically in this place and from the table. So similarly, you will be able to assign inside parameter and outside parameter, inside diameter, so found a reason. The reason will be the quotation issue. It's supposed to be this one. I change that it is a copy paste mistake or typo error. So for the height also same issue. I have to change the quotation, not accepting, and it wants me to type it again. The value will be taken, and once again for the ST value I have to delete this quotation, and it's a small minor mistake that happened. Okay, so the nominal will be 15. If I assign 15, these values supposed to get changed. Yes, you see that the value whenever I change it, so it's getting changed automatically. The values are taken from the lookup table automatically from here. So that's it, the parameters are assigned. So let's say that okay, now we can assign this as these two parameters will be fitting outside diameter from here, and this will be our ST value fitting ST, and this will be our height value. So the height will be bigger than the ST value. Everything looks gooder, and we have to draw the solid model over in this place. Then later it will be symbol for us. We have to create the symbol. So let's start creating the symbol. So everything looks good, and if you try to create for example schedule final, let's use the cap, and if I try to assign the second value 20 or 25, what happens? We have to check. If I change that to 20, the values are changing. So if I say the value will be randomly 43, automatically the calculator value, second value will be taken. So if you're not familiar how the lookup table formulas work, so you can go back to the video that you want to see, the previous video. Let's say okay, so come back and create a solid model. So the solid model creation, it will be very simple. You can use the extrude also. I want to create a smooth surface as shown in the image that we have discussed. We have to I want to create a smooth one. So let's say, so we need a revolve command and create from here to here, and the next one I can create a straight line from here to here, or I can create an arc. So it's supposed to be arc actually, so we can create arc here. I can fix the distance inside like this, and if I need, I can smooth this surface like this, and I can create the dimension. I will be able to lock this radius. Where is the lock symbol? I have to find the lock symbol, lock it. It's not showing at all, so let it be as simple, and we'll be able to create a line from here to here. So if you need, you can lock it. So I hope it is not required by default. It will be aligned, since it's a sweep, automatically it's aligned. So that's it. So automatically it will be created, the solid model will be created around the center axis, and you will be able to see that in the 3D. And if you need, you can assign the material to this one or sites. Let it be as simple. We need to flex it. We have to see whether it's flexing properly or not. So let's come back and assign the value as 50 or 40. So let's say 40. Okay, the constraint, it's not fitting properly. The constraints are not done properly. So let's go back and lock it is required. And let's check that whether it's moving proper. 40. Still it's not working. Coming back. Don't want this one. Finish it. Now it's work. We have to constrain that corner so that it will work properly. So as of now, I don't need the smooth corners, so let it be as like this, as shown in the 2D in here. Let it be as this one, and we can change the dimension to 50, and okay, still it's changing. Coming back to the 15. Okay, as simple it is. Our constraints are working perfectly. And save this family. We need a connector, which is supposed to be what is the dimension that you wanted to measure. Let it be as diameter or radius. You can define it. Let's go to the 3D, and it's a pipe connector. So you have to select the face. If you need to create the this particular fitting inside your cab, you can create it, but you need a face. You have to create a face. So in this case, I'm going to assign, it is our uh, uh, outside diameter. Okay, so this is the one. So it may look like bigger or smaller. It's based on the value. If you see that the table, it's will be like that. You open it, the nominal is much, and the outer diameter is something different. So make sure that you have assigned the right parameter. Fitting outside diameter, we are assigning that to that diameter. And okay, inside our check that it is fitting. It is not diameter, it's supposed to be radius. Actually, the parameter we have assigned it as wrong. So let's select this and say this will be fitting outside radius. Now it looks good and it's perfect. And if I see that in 3D, it's clear, perfect, matching perfectly. And select it, and don't forget to assign these values. Like the must one is system classification as fitting, and so that it understands the fitting value and it automatically sets subcategory of these. So save this family. So connection is done and solid modeling is done. You need to create a symbol. The symbol you can create it in using model line or a detail line. So I wish to create it as model line, and you can create it from this corner to this corner, or otherwise you can align it by this edge, the other edge, align it here, and we need one more line from this edge to this edge, and if you need, you have to lock it like this. As simple it is. So if you see that in 3D, you will be able to see the model line still. I want to see, so it's available. So if I flex it again one more time, so say for example 40, okay, it's working perfect. So let's save this family. We have to test that inside our project. So let's go load into project, and for Phenolix settings, so as I have mentioned earlier, so I have done all the settings such as mechanical settings. So in mechanical settings, pipe segment, I have added a new pipe segment which is for Phenolix. These are the settings, pipe settings are available. So I have added earlier. So in the same 5 settings, I am going to use the pipe fittings. For example, create similar. So our new fittings, I have to select it. So new fitting will be, what will be the name? Cap. It's a Phenolix pipe cap, so I can come nearby that element like this, and I will be able to place it. Or otherwise, if I need it to be placed automatically, I can assign that to the routing preference of this component and come back, cap this as pipe cap, all the sizes I need to use it, select OK, OK, and if I select pipe cap, so it will be. So the reason it's not getting this similar size is because we don't have any 100 diameter pipe, so we have to create the new pipe and say for example 15, and if I need to create a pipe fitting tab, so let's pipe cap. Not accepting. It's supposed to be the parameter supposed to be nominal diameter. Fitting nominal diameter and load into override the existing. Okay, so now if you see that the values are adjusting automatically, so if I try to create a new pipe, and if I create a tab, or it may be any size, maybe 40, and pipe cap, the size will be automatically assigned, the pipe fittings will be assigned here. So, and we have to change this symbol, select this symbol and change their plan view. Don't want to see it in course. The course is supposed to show. Okay, load into project with the existing. Okay, so this is how you will be able to create your pipe fittings of pipe cap. So it's very simple, and if you need any other additional tutorials, you will leave your comment below. You can share with this tutorials with your friends. Thank you for watching. Keep sharing, keep learning. Thank you. See you on the next tutorial.